I'm going to make Midjourney easy for you. You can break it down into 4 steps. First is creating your account on Midjourney and Discord. The second is understanding how to navigate on Discord and how to prompt. Number 3 is fine-tuning your results, and number 4 is fetching your images and getting more inspiration. I'm going to keep it short and sweet so that you can actually get going. First of all, there are 2 places where you have to sign up, on Midjourney and on Discord. You start by Midjourney in the browser, and when you say join the beta, it's going to take you to a Discord sign up. If you already have an account, you can just log in. If you don't, you just create an account with an email and a password and you are in. You can work on Discord on a browser, or you can download the app. It is way easier just to download the app. Midjourney is unfortunately no longer free. Once you get to Discord, you will see the Midjourney app is already there and you can work in there. That is the open public domain where everybody works on Midjourney. You will see a whole bunch of channels for newbies and general information or updates. You can play around there, but it gets quite busy and noisy. But if you're new to Midjourney, pick a newbie channel and see what other people are prompting, and it's perhaps a good way to get going. The downside is the moment you prompt, everybody around the world that's prompting at the same time gets their images loaded as well. So you can't sit and wait for your image until it's ready. It's going to disappear as more and more people prompt, so you have to keep scrolling back. It gets quite annoying after some time. So since it's not free anymore, you might as well just start with a private server straight away. So you just create a new server here. On the left, you name it whatever you want. It's your own private server. This private server will lie in your direct messages. Click on Add App, connect the Midjourney bot, and you can basically get going. I don't want to bore you with all the details if you already know how to do this. So if you don't, check out the link below for more detailed descriptions with pictures if you're not sure what to do here. So now, secondly, Discord is your playground. This is where you learn how to prompt. But before you get going, you should know these 4 use cases to get going. When you work on Discord, you use /. If you type /imagine, this is when you start prompting to get images. This is the one you'll be using the most. Then there's another one /describe. This is where you upload your picture to Midjourney, still on Discord, and it will give you a description of the picture. And this is useful when you sometimes have an idea in your head, or you've seen something and you think, I want that image, but you don't know how to describe it. Upload it to Discord, get a description. It will give you 4 descriptions. You can choose the best one, tailor it to whatever you have in mind, and you should be able to get more or less close to the initial image that you had in mind. The third one is /blend, and this is when you can add 2 pictures and try and blend them. This one is not always the most reliable because you can't just add 2 random pictures and expect Midjourney to know how you want to blend them. You can still prompt, but it does not always give you what you want. But it is still a very nice tool to use if you have 2 pictures that you really want to blend. The last one is /settings, and this is where you can change your version on Midjourney. So if you go to the drop down and you want to go to previous versions like 5.2, it's still very good. You can change to public or private mode only if you have the top 2 Midjourney packages, otherwise you will stay in the public domain. So number 3 for prompting. This is the only technique that you really need to learn, is how to prompt properly. I dropped a couple of links in the description below for you to check out to help you get going with Midjourney prompting. But essentially there's a structure that you want to follow with every prompt, and these 6 are the big ones to keep in mind. Number 1 is you want to describe the subject. What do you want? Is it a car? Is it a person? Is it a building? You need to describe what you want. Then you need to describe where your subject finds itself. So that is the context or the background. And is the background blurred? Is the background bright? Is the background far away? Is it closer? Then number 3, you want to describe the lighting. Is it early morning? Is it midday? Is it midnight? Is it a spotlight effect? Is it a bright summer day? Anything that has got to do with lighting. Is it from the side? Is it from the front? If it's from the bottom or from the top. Then describe the style. Is it a vintage kind of setup? Is it a modern look and feel? Is it a paper cutout, digital art? Is it a specific artist that you want to reference and you want to make the picture in the artist's style? This is also where you state, is it photorealistic? Is it hyper photorealistic? You have to put it in that Midjourney knows what you want from it. Number 5 is describe the subtleties that you might want in the picture. You might not always want it, but if you want a smoky kind of setup, or you want sand particles being kicked up by a horse from the sand. Those are the small little details that you have to add. Someone smoking a pipe. This is not necessarily the background. These are additional elements that you want to bring into your picture. Bear in mind that you can go nuts with the prompt and you can have long prompts, but Midjourney looks at your prompt in a certain way, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. The last thing that you want to consider is your parameters. The aspect ratio, which is the dimension of the pictures, the stylized, chaos, or the version of Midjourney that you want to use. You can check out my video here on the top 5 parameters that you can use in prompting. What is important to remember about the structure of a prompt? So the focus of Midjourney tapers down from where the prompt starts to the end. The very first part is going to receive the most attention. Parameters are always separate, so you don't have to worry that it's going to ignore your parameters. Midjourney knows when you type the parameters that those are parameters because of the way that you type it. So number 3 is fine-tuning. So you have to understand that it's going to be trial and error. You're going to have multiple attempts and multiple prompts. I think even the most polished experts in Midjourney cannot get it right all the time first time around. So you're going to have to do trial and error. You prompt over and over again, make small tweaks if you see what Midjourney spits out or what it's not understanding from your prompt, and you can fine tune those. You can see here where I wanted a film producer. I had multiple attempts to get a female producer. I wanted the guy on the bike and I wanted a green screen in the background. And it took me quite a few attempts to get that right. Once you like it, you upscale it, and then that is a higher quality image that you can download. If you want to tweak small things, you can click on vary, but I find that it doesn't always do exactly what I want from it, and it tends to sometimes change the picture too much instead of just one thing that I wanted to change. But you can still play around with it. And then number 4, lastly, where do you go and get your images? Now you're back to Midjourney in the browser. You log in there and you will immediately see my images. This is where you find everything. What's nice about what Midjourney has done now is you can filter on the side to see all the grids, so the quality is lower if you download those pictures, or you can filter just on the upscales, which means you get all the high quality images. You just go there, you download your image, voila, it's a JPEG that you download. If you want more inspiration, you can go to the explore page or Midjourney's homepage and see what everybody else is doing. There are such nice images there that I can get lost scrolling through all of them, and you can literally copy and paste the prompt as is and go and put it in Midjourney, tweak 1 or 2 things that you perhaps have in mind, and you get the style right. I've done this with a couple of pictures where I don't know how to describe it. I have an idea in mind, but I don't know how to find it on Google because I don't know how to describe it. I go on Midjourney, I find it, I copy that prompt, I save that prompt somewhere, and I reuse it just with different tweaks. So all of the pictures that you see in the explore page or in the public domain, yours will be there as well. You can check out my video about copyright and images in the public domain if you're not sure how it works. But this is enough to get you started. It's trial and error. You have to go and play and figure out what works for you, what kind of prompting works. Take ideas from other people and just expect to have multiple attempts before you get to a picture that you really want. If you found this useful and you get going on Midjourney, hit the like button to help spread the word, and other people can also get started with Midjourney. Thank you for watching. Until next time.